Hey everyone, I hope you're all good. I'm Dan Lambourne and today I'm going to show you how I made this off-camera flash photo of the groom and the lads late night at a wedding. Here we go. Hey everyone, so this is actually a relatively simple shot. It's made using one off-camera flash which silhouettes the lads and backlights the smoke from the cigars. I did this in a car park just outside the venue, so you can make this shot kind of anywhere really. It was shot on a Canon 5D Mark III, old school I know, with a 16-35 f2.8 lens and one of these Yongnuo 560 Mark IV speed lights with its trigger. The flash was on a stand at waist height, about 2 or 3 meters behind the four lads, pointing back at me and tilted up slightly, maybe 45 degrees, sort of towards their heads and higher. You can see it on this test shot as the guys were lighting the cigars. The settings on the camera were f4, 1/60th of a second and ISO 500, and it was simply a case of coordinating the exhales, as best I can so they all look like they're exhaling at the same time. So if I just quickly talk through the camera settings again, because like with all off-camera flash, you follow a process, which is one, sort of set your ambient exposure with the flash off, and then when you've got that, you sort of turn on your flash, and then you control the power of that to suit. And in this case, for my ambient, I wanted pretty much pure black. I didn't mind the moon. That's actually the moon, and the tiny bits of bokeh from the city in the background. But essentially I just wanted a very dark image where the only light was coming from the flash, and I thought that this test shot was a tiny bit bright. So I closed my aperture from 2.8 to 4 and the power of the flash was set to 1/64th. This isn't the first time I've made a backlit smoking shot actually. I made one the year before, but I wanted to try it again because on that one I used like a coloured gel to make it blue, and it was shot at twilight, so it's quite a different image. But I wanted to create much more of a silhouette this time, and with no coloured gels, I wanted to try something in the edit, which I'll go through shortly. So now with my settings locked, it was just a case of positioning the lads. So the two in the middle were back to back, and the outer two were facing into the middle. And then I asked them to take a drag, and 1, 2, 3, exhale. Whilst I fired off a few shots. The first two, I think, were a bit early. That one. The guy on the right here, not quite in time. And the second one, again, not quite right. It's too busy over here. Then we did it again. I took a few more. I ended up liking this one the best, even though the guy on the left isn't actually exhaling anything. But when I looked at the back of the camera, it didn't really look that out of place. I suppose he could be inhaling. You could obviously, of course, always Photoshop one of him actually exhaling. Maybe this one, if you wanted to. I didn't in this case. So let's look at the edit. Here's the raw file. Firstly, import preset. And I'll use a little adjustment brush to burn the lower part of the image, remove the trousers. A little crop in. Another adjustment brush with increased clarity just to bring out that smoke a bit more. I'll show the mask overlay in red. And also, check it out, if I turn it off and on, off, on. Really brings out that smoke texture. I'm going to use another brush to burn the brightest sort of part of this image, this shirt on the left and the right. Another one, because I need to sort of bring out the groom a little bit more, so I'm going to sort of dodge the groom. A touch more saturation, and to finish I'm going to use 2 more adjustment brushes with a little bit of colour, just to work with this blue light here, which actually comes from the direct reflection off the back of the groom's silk blue waistcoat. So one with some cyan. Another with a little bit of purple. So if I asked to do this again, I think I'd probably make sure that everyone was wearing dark clothes. I think I probably would have asked the guy on the left to wear his jacket. And that's it. It's quite a simple shot really, but the guys loved it. It's a nice time in the day to go outside and have a laugh with the boys and sort of get something that would actually look pretty cool on the wall. Please subscribe, and if you've got any questions, please ask in the comments. And if you're unsure about any sort of off-camera flash, please do check out the video as well. As always, thank you for your time and your support. I'll see you again.